Hey there, if you are a photographer and you are planning on hosting mini sessions in your business, and you also are wanting to use Dubsado to schedule out those mini sessions, listen up, friend. I have a really fun and juicy tip to share with you on how to utilize Dubsado to impact not only your client experience when they schedule those mini sessions with you, but also to build out your email list. So tune in. Don't forget, as your systems and workflow BFF, I do have a free resource for you to check out. It is the ultimate Dubsado Mini Session Checklist. So if you are brand new to using Dubsado, or you just want to make sure that you are in fact streamlining the back end of your mini sessions in Dubsado, check it out. The link is the first comment in this video. Oh, hi. If we have not yet met, my name is Dolly DeLong. I am a service-based business owner, a family photographer, and I also am a systems and workflow educator for other business owners who want to learn more about systems, workflows, and SOPs, and how to apply it to the back end of their business so that the front end of their business feels more clear and streamlined and more fun to run. And I'm just so glad you are here. All right, so the hot, juicy tip that I want to share with you about how you can transform the back end of your Dubsado scheduler to impact your mini sessions as a photographer is this. It's not too mind-blowing, but it kind of is mind-blowing when you apply it to your business. Are you ready for it? It's this: adding a URL redirect page once a client hits submit to when they want to work with you. So they've confirmed their booking with you. Then what happens? Normally, a photographer sometimes just uses the scheduler and they hit confirmed booking, and then there's this blank thank you page screen that pops up, and it kind of feels very anticlimactic. And so the thing I want to encourage you as a photographer to do is to go the extra step and to actually set up a URL thank you confirmation page. Now, this is called a redirect page. You could call it a confirmation page. You can call it a URL redirect page. But in this purpose, in this scenario, I'm going to call it the thank you confirmation page. And I'm going to share a few reasons why it's really important to have a branded thank you confirmation page, especially for your schedulers. So reason number one why it's super important for you as a photographer to have a really good thank you confirmation page is it continues that client experience in recognizing your brand, recognizing your photography business. Sure, you may feel like you're still an itty bitty family photographer. I mean, I sometimes feel like that, but that brand recognition slowly builds up over time. So it gives more confirmation to your clients who decided to schedule a mini session with you, and once they hit submit, it redirects them to a more branded page, and it lets them know, hey, I am in the right place, and hey, I paid my money to this photographer. I gave it to the right person. I know it sounds silly, but it just like gives them a little ease of mind. And so again, like number one thing I would like summarize this point is just more brand recognition. The second reason why having a good confirmation thank you page for when the client books with you is on this thank you confirmation page, you can make it very unique to the specific mini session that they booked for. So you can have more details about the actual mini session on the thank you page. You can have, again, a reminder about the date, a reminder about what to expect, a reminder about the address. You can put more information on this thank you page, again, to give more confirmation to your clients that they're in the right hands and they are in a very organized photographer's hands. Now, the third thing you can do with this thank you confirmation page is attach your client style guide to it. So let's say that your client, again, receives confirmation that they successfully booked a session with you. Now, in the back end of your Dubsado workflow, of course, you should be sending them a style guide and next steps of what to expect when working with you for this specific mini session. But on this thank you confirmation page, you can also attach your style guide in an easy button. That way, they can save this URL to their favorites on their desktop, or even save it on their smartphone, and they can use it as a reference guide on the go. So let's say they're out shopping for that perfect family photography look that they are going for with your mini sessions. And so this is a good way, again, to merge and bridge that brand recognition to make you the expert, paint you as the expert. And in an example I'm about to share with you, I'll showcase to you how I put all these elements together, but it's really easy just to connect it to this thank you confirmation page. Another way that of how you can sweeten up your confirmation page is by adding tracking codes to the back end of this page. Now, that might seem a little techy to you and over redundant. They've already booked with you. But the reason why it's really good to collect data is because you may want to do a redirect, like let's say you are into meta ads. You might want to do a redirect ad to the specific client, to these clients who booked with you, because you may have certain mini sessions in the future, again, that they might be interested in booking with you. Now, I am not a meta ads expert by any stretch of the matter, but you should be digging into utilizing your Facebook pixel codes and your Google Analytics tracking codes or GA4 codes, whatever you want to call it, on the back end of all of your pages of your website, but especially for data purposes. All right, another reason why having a URL thank you page is really good is because you can invite the new buyer of who just purchased your mini session. You can invite them to follow you on different platforms. So if they have not yet already followed you on Instagram, for example, this will give you an opportunity to let them know, hey, also follow me on Instagram or TikTok or Facebook or whatever. And so that way they can continue to get to know you while they are preparing for their mini session, because who knows, they might have found you from a referral or from SEO. They may not already be on your email list. So give them more of an opportunity to get really excited about working with you. And speaking of email list, I wanted to share this juicy tip for the very last point. Having a thank you page, a confirmation page, also helps you link to your most favorite lead magnet that is in alignment with this service. So this is a really good way to get people on your email list, because just because they are booking a session with you through Dubsado, Dubsado is not an email service provider. Dubsado is a client relationship management tool. And so I don't want you to think, oh, they signed up for a mini session with me, therefore they're a part of my email list. No, you should maybe have a lead magnet on your thank you page, and this self-segments them into your family photography segment or mini session photography segment, but make sure that you're inviting them to the lead magnet. So let's say you have, like, I don't know, besides your family portrait style guide, maybe you have like 5 ways to get your kids ready to work with me for your next mini session. I don't know, I just made that up off of the spot. Let's say that's a really fun PDF guide that you have as a freebie. So that way, if they click over to that, they can subscribe to your email list, segment themselves into a very specific family mini session like workflow and in your email list. So that way they're getting to know you through email marketing. And they are also getting to know you through your workflow in your CRM tool. So it's two very different workflows, but you're still staying top of mind. Okay, are you ready to take a peek into my thank you form? And I'm also going to show you where I put the thank you page in the scheduler, so that you know exactly what happens when a person hits submit on your scheduler, and then instead of being taken to like a random thank you confirmation blank page, they're actually taken to your website, and these are some of the elements I use for my thank you confirmation page. Okay, as promised, I wanted to showcase what my URL thank you confirmation page looks like for one of my specific mini sessions. This was an older mini session I had from a previous year. I haven't yet planned out this year's mini sessions, but let's just go through it, okay? So I made sure to put my Facebook pixel code in it. And you like I can double check because my pixel code is live. I have like images that reflect the actual mini session, so that way my clients can envision themselves like this is what our session is going to look like. I let them know like a little bit about who I am. This is where I link my family photography style guide. And something to note about style guides is you can either link a Canva style guide here to this landing page, or you can link a landing page within your website that was created specifically to be a portrait style guide. So that's something I highly recommend you utilizing, like URL pages on your website. They don't have to be public facing. They can be like more, I don't know, like more private. This isn't a private link, but I don't know what to call it. Just like links that you don't have to keep on updating within Canva. You can just update the URL and you don't have to update the links, if that helps. And then that makes sense. So that's the way I do style guides. And then of course I put like more about the like, for example, like these were in Nashville, and I give the address and I let them know like, hey, this is what to expect from me. And then I invite them to follow me on Instagram. Now I did mention that I would also include a lead magnet link so that you can grow out your email list. You're like, where's yours, Dolly? Well, with me, I have it set up in my workflow to have like ask them like to self-segment themselves in my email list. So they are actually doing that themselves. But a more uncomplicated way, if you are like just starting out with email marketing, is just to include a canvas. Like this is called a canvas, and you can call them to, hey, join my email list, or hey, grab this free PDF to prepare for your session. And then that again segments them into your email list. So this is what my thank you page looks like. And every time I create a new mini session date, I just duplicate it and I make the URL like the backend slug, and I put the date. I put like Nashville mini sessions thank you, I don't know, like August 25th. And like if it's specifically for August 25th, and that way they're getting a generalized confirmation page from me, and it confirms them even more like I'm in the right place. So let's look into Dubsado now so I can showcase to you where I put this. Okay, so we are in Dubsado. I clicked on templates, scheduler, and I'm just like picking a random scheduler that is older because again, just want to show you an example. So it will be under the advanced tab, and you'll go back to advanced. And when you see redirect URL, this is where you're going to put that very specific URL you created, the thank you page. So that way when they hit submit on this whole scheduler, they are taken to the confirmation page while they're also like put into a specific workflow. So two things are hopefully happening. Again, this video is just showcasing like this number one hot tip is to utilize the redirect URL page for your photography business. So I hope this was insightful and helpful for you. Right, so I hope that was helpful for you just to dig into more behind the scenes of what it looks like for me incorporating a thank you confirmation page in my Dubsado workflow of a scheduler. Now, this is a really easy thing that you can incorporate within your own mini session workflow. And honestly, if you're brand new to creating thank you pages within your website, give yourself just like maybe an hour, maybe up to 2 hours, and utilize the templates within your website. All right. And again, if you found this video at all helpful, feel free to like and subscribe to this channel. Remember, I come out every Friday and I share systems, workflow, and SOP tips for small business owners who need help automating the back end of their business so that the front end of their business is more streamlined. So don't forget about that free PDF checklist I have for you if you are a photographer who uses Dubsado and you are wanting to streamline the back end of your scheduler for the mini sessions. I have a complete checklist for you to literally go through and make sure that you have all of these items in Dubsado so that your scheduling process can be more streamlined and more clear for you. So check it out in the link. I will see you next Friday with a brand new systems and workflow related video. Until then, have a streamlined and magical week, you amazing muggle you. Bye.